What's up, guys, and welcome to Dating Out of Debt, where we talk everything money, marriage, and faith. Today, I wanted to just sit down. If you haven't noticed, we are not in the lemonade room. We are out of the lemonade room, and we're actually in my living room. We're in my living room. And the reason why we're in my living room is because I just wanted to sit down with you all and talk about how to save money when you are living paycheck to paycheck. So we talked about budget, we talk about, putting money in high interest savings accounts and things of that nature. But what if you're living paycheck to paycheck? What if there's no money left over after every bill that is paid for you to even start saving? Well, I have 6 tips that I want to share with you. My first tip is to, of course, create a budget. Although you are living paycheck to paycheck, you still should create a budget. A budget pretty much tells you what your expenses are, what you have been doing with your income, where's your income going, so that you know exactly what you need to spend out. When creating your budget, you should write it down. This should not be something that is in your head. And because of that, I use my luxurious lifestyle planner, but you can also use a digital planner or a digital app if you have one. Yes, I am sponsored by Luxurious Lifestyle, but I still stand 10 toes down for this planner because this planner has literally helped me and my finances over the last year. So you want to make sure that you're writing down your budget or that you're putting it in a digital planner, so that way you are able to see where your money is going, what you're doing with it, how much is coming in, what is expected to come out, what is left over. You want to be able to be on top of that. Part of being in finances and part of being in control of your finances is making sure that you're organized. And that's what a budget is. It helps you to stay organized and on top of your finances. 2, y'all not going to want to hear this, but it is what it is. Cut unnecessary expenses. There is a lot of you all who has subscriptions and all kind of foolishness that you do not need. When you are living paycheck to paycheck, you just have to cut expenses. It is what it is. There's no way around it unless you want to continue living paycheck to paycheck. So what I like to do is I'll go through and I'll print out the last 3 statements of my bank account. And I go through and I organize it by figuring out what I spent on food, what I spent on eating out, what I spent on entertainment, what I spent in subscriptions, Walmart runs, whatever. I put it all on here so that I know. And by doing so, then I'm able to say, okay, this and this I don't need. This and this I don't need. I can cut back on this. Maybe I'll keep this. And that is another way that releases a lot of money. I did this the first 3 months that I started my financial journey. And I found out, brace yourself, really brace yourself. Okay, hold. Gotta get it together. I found out that every month we were spending almost $600 on fast food. Fast food, it's only 3 of us. $600 a month. Literally, Wendy's was taking all my coins every month. So it wasn't that I was broke. It's just I was bad with my spending and I was eating all my extra income that I had. So go through your bank statements, figure out what you're spending money on that you don't need to spend money on, and make a commitment to cut back on that. So the third thing is to use your cash envelopes or a separate account for spending. So I normally use my cash envelopes for anything that is left over after bills. So once I pay all of the bills like rent, utilities, car note, car insurance, things like groceries, gas, any entertainment, those all go in here. This way you get to see exactly where your money is being spent, and you also get to stay organized and on top of your budget, because a lot of times we will create a budget but we don't execute it all the way through, and this kind of helps us execute it all the way through, so then therefore you can see, okay, well, this is where I'm spending the most of my money, this is where I'm not spending money. Any money that you do put to the side, you do not touch. I know that we are in the middle of a pandemic. And it looks like we're going to be in the pandemic for a long time. Corona, please go away. I want to go back outside. But if you are not comfortable with sharing cash, and some places are not even accepting cash anymore because there's like a coin shortage, then use something like this. This is my Cash App card. I'm not sponsored by Cash App yet. However, I do use this card for my cash envelope money when I don't want to actually deal with physical cash. So if you go onto Cash App, you can sign up. This card is free and you're able to, put your money, upload money onto this card and use it like a regular debit card. So this is for my Corona people. If you're afraid of germs like me, this card is awesome. The next thing, live below your means. This is part of the reason why we're downstairs and not in the office, because this home that you see, this background that you see, is fake. It's fake. It's not real, y'all. It's me living below my means. And I get to decorate it however the heck I want because I really prefer a loft downtown. But I am not willing to give them $2,600 a freaking month to have some real brick in my house. So I received removable wallpaper, put it on the wall, and there it is. If you live below your means, your money will stretch far. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Your money will stretch far. So that means not moving into the nice side of town because everyone says it's nice and there's a bunch of white people that live there and the communities are clean. No, that means living amongst your own people sometimes. I live in a really cool neighborhood, but it's very black. I'm talking blackity, blackity, black, black. My neighbor across the street always have barbecues and I don't get mad or upset. I just go over there and get me a plate. Duh, we cousins anyways. All black people are cousins. Y'all know that. So I recommend that you live below your means. And living below your means, that may mean that you cannot drive the new Lexus. I have a Hyundai. I have two Hyundais, but they're paid in full. They're not the cars that I want. I want a Lexus. That's why I mentioned a Lexus, and I'm gonna get a Lexus, okay? But right now, a sister girl is living below her means. So there are things that I am willing to sacrifice in order for me not to go over the budget and have to live paycheck to paycheck. So if you are a person who are living way outside of your means, then that means that you need to make some real decisions, okay? That may mean moving out, moving back with your mama. That may mean getting rid of that car and going ahead and buying you a used car that, has a few thousand miles on it. I don't know. Whatever that means for you. You might really need to take a look at that because that is one way to, lower living paycheck to paycheck and be able to save money. The next thing I would recommend is using a zero budget balance. So a zero budget balance is something that I use for myself. And what that is I assign every single dollar that I get a task. I do not leave any money left over. There is no such thing as a leftover dollar, cent, penny, coin, none of that when it comes to my budget. What that means is as soon as I get paid, I assign my savings, my tithes, my bills, everything. I'm throwing money at all of it. And by using a zero balance budget, you're able to go ahead and right off the bat pay yourself first. And then you can go ahead and assign everybody else their money and make sure that you give them what they need. So that is another way, and we can go into details about that another video. And last but not least, I didn't even know this was possible until I started doing it. Renegotiating your bills. I said it. I meant it. That's what it is. Renegotiating your bills. I don't care that you did spend that much on gas or that you did use 50,000 million watts on lights or however the heck it works. You can call it renegotiating. A lot of time, like companies have payment plans or they have some type of deal or some type of credit that they can give you towards your light bills. Same for your water bill as well. If you have bills like your car insurance or your car note or things like that. You can refinance them, or you can call and talk to the company and see, hey, this is just too much. I know when I got the car, $750 was like, woo, I can do it. But now I cannot do it. And especially now that we're in the pandemic, people just want money. So they are open to the idea of renegotiating just so that they can get something versus you not paying them anything at all. So this is a great time to call T-Mobile, call, your insurance company, call your light bill company, call everybody, whoever. All of them, if you need to, call everybody on the expense list and see how you can renegotiate your bills. You will be shocked at the money that you will save from doing that. So, all right, guys, that was it. Something quick, fast, in a hurry. We didn't get into too much detail, but enough for you to be able to go out and apply the things that I have told you today. I want to invite you to be a part of my Dating Out of Debt community. So if you have not subscribed, be sure that you click below and press so that it says subscribe, and that way you can tune in once a week to these wonderful tidbits, these wonderful videos. You can see this beautiful face and something yellow, because y'all know how I feel about my lemonade, okay? And I will see you all next week, same time, same place. Anywho, make sure you check in next week where I will have more about marriage, money, and faith. And until then, you have a blessed day. Say this affirmation with me. I am prosperous. Say it every day. Say it all day. Say it anytime you think you're not prosperous. Say it when you only got 1 cent in your account. I am prosperous, and you will be prosperous. Y'all, I'll see you later.
You say cash rules everything around.